In this week's Phuket Tourism News, we talk about Maya Bay closing, blue bottles on Layan Beach, is it a Banksy? All that and more in this week's Phuket Tourism News. Shaun here from 5 Submarine with Jay.
Hello!
And Jay, we're talking about the Phuket Tourism News today.
We are. Do you like the new setup, Shaun?
I would make some comments.
Okay, go for it.
Firstly, the old one's broken.
Our old production table is broken. I will then do a quick picture of it. There you go.
Secondly, I forgot my sunglasses, so I'm borrowing yours.
So I'm now squinting the whole time.
It's very bright. Thirdly, let's get straight into the Phuket Tourism News today and the #1 breaking story all over Phuket. Maya Bay, Leo's Bay is kaput, closed.
So the whole of Phi Phi's closed, is it?
No, gosh, we did a whole video on this and we posted it on Tuesday. Kyle's going to tell you where to go and find it somewhere. I don't know if you can do that in YouTube, but we'll find out. You should go watch it. Maya Bay is closed from August 1st through to September 30th, and it'll be open on the first day. And yes, Jay didn't go to Maya Bay on the last day of it being closed.
I wanted to.
It's school holidays and he prioritized taking care of his kids because he's a super dad.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
Yes.
No, it's good that it's closing, by the way.
And the glasses, we'll swap.
I'm just like that, I'm just trying to squint. It's only closing for 2 months, and they do this every year, and they have done it for the past couple of years, closing it for 2 months, and it just gives time for the national park to go in there, check it out, see what's happening, and then that's it. Job done.
And if you want to know more about that story, we did a whole video about it. We posted on Tuesday that you can go back and watch.
Good.
So next, I'm hearing there's a lot of Evian bottles on Layan Beach.
Oh, you read those notes well. Yes, apparently there's lots of Evian bottles on Layan. In fact, there's plastic bottles everywhere. Don't use plastic, people. Use cans, like canned Dr. Pepper. No, not plastic bottles, Shaun. Blue bottles.
Evian are blue. You don't
Are they? I don't drink Evian. I'm surprised you don't drink Voss water.
No, you said it's blue bottles. I put in the right brand.
Blue bottle. Yeah. I did write blue bottles.
Yeah, like blue bottles. Like, what are you talking about?
Jellyfish.
Oh, well, why don't you write jellyfish, not blue bottles?
What? I don't understand. Why blue bottles Evian? What?
Evian water is a blue bottle. So when you write blue bottles, I'm thinking that there's...
Are you really sponsored by Evian all of a sudden?
No,
we're not. We're sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Your note says blue bottles at Layan Beach.
Yes. As in, I would have thought you're Australian, you know about jellyfish, because Australians know about jellyfish and sharks and spiders and stuff.
Well, after 16 years of being here in Phuket, I have not heard this news before, so I thought we were talking about water bottles on...
Don't use plastic bottles.
I joined the dots because Evian is the blue bottle.
Okay.
2,000 years later.
I don't know anything about Evian water. However, no, this is blue bottles, as in the jellyfish, have been found on Layan Beach, apparently. Would you turn your phone off?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Thanks. Honestly, every week. Why do we have to tell you every week just to turn off? Just put it on mute for 5 minutes.
Can you not just write jellyfish next time instead of blue bottles?
This is the worst news we've ever done. After yesterday, I thought this would be a fun thing to do. Come on, blue bottles, jellyfish. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Are they dangerous?
Well, you're Australian, you tell me. I don't know. I'm from England, we don't get jellyfish in England.
So I heard with the blue bottles, you don't want to wee on yourself. No, you should do it with, and a lot of people...
water, isn't it?
No, yeah, a lot of people
vinegar.
say with blue bottles, with jellyfish in general, you should wee on it. I think that's a fallacy. Fallacy. You get that?
Yeah, I got it. That's good, actually. We should just stop there. Yeah. Finish it there. Brilliant. Well done.
Then they say that you should use vinegar, but with blue bottles, you should just use normal salt water and it will go away.
Okay. All the lifeguard stations on Phuket do have jellyfish sting protection.
I was going to say, I thought, please don't tell me that all the lifeguards wee on people.
Well, they might do. Some of them might do. I don't know what they do.
We should do some investigative reporting around that.
I am not letting anyone wee on me, by the way. Anyway, there have been...
That's for another channel.
Yeah. Not to scare you, blue bottles, they do get every now and again, blue bottles do appear. You don't hear much of major stings going on, but just be aware that there are some jellyfish in the sea at some time during the period that you might be in there.
Yeah, and again, to be very clear, they wash up this time of year because it's a west coast wind, so they're washing up on west coast beaches, not out on the islands that you are visiting.
Not at all.
So next piece of news.
Yes.
I'm going to stop reading the notes you gave me and just ad lib
Good.
because I got it very wrong with the Evian bottle of water.
You really did. I hope you ad lib this one because I don't know this story that well.
Yes.
Good. We're both looking at it going.
Yeah, no,
Sugar.
I know this story.
Oh, do you? Okay.
It's an ongoing saga here in Phuket. And we've actually reported on this in a few times in a few different ways using the positive light.
Yes.
The Phuket airport, which is governed by the airports of Thailand, have made a decision to designate a zone for regular taxis.
So not the airport taxis.
So
they call them the airport limousines.
What used to happen was if you came out of the airport and there was like 1,000 people offering you a taxi, they were what they would call airport kind of qualified taxis, and their price was a little higher than what you would normally pay. And what people were doing were ordering things like Grab and InDriver to come and pick them, to come pick them up from the airport. But they weren't allowed onto the airport land because the airports of Thailand sold the exclusive rights to taxi spaces to the airports of Thailand transport company. So,
Can you get to the end of this story?
clarify it all and get out of the technical mumbo jumbo. There is now a designated area for taxis and a designated area for airport taxis. It's really confusing. If you're a tourist, just find a taxi and get to the
There's also,
hotel.
They've also built a cover for the bus as well, so you
Yes.
don't have to walk in the rain. Well, I think what I'll do, Sean, it was maybe next week or so, I'll go up to the airport and I'll actually leave the airport and do a taxi getting in a taxi video.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I won't be doing that video.
No, as we say in a lot of our videos, it's probably best to pre-book a taxi from an external provider. That way you've got a really good rate. Because if you turn up at the airport and it's really busy as you're coming off, the rate can...
Skyrocket.
Like Uber. Uber in high demand period, the price goes up.
I've never had an Uber.
Yeah, I've had a few Ubers in my life.
I bet you have. Right.
This next story, we're going to take it because we have a actually resident expert on street art here. So, Jay, what's the next story about some kind of bank? Is it the KTB Bank, the TTB Bank, the
SCB Bank?
Which bank?
Bangkok Bank?
I'm confused. It says Banksy. I'm like, oh, hello, Banksy.
I don't know. Well, apparently, Banksy is a very famous mystery street artist, apparently. No one knows who he is.
Oh, really?
Apart from they know he's from Bristol in the UK, but they don't know who he is. But he goes around...
Where are you from, Jay?
I'm not from Bristol.
You sure?
Not from Bristol, mate.
You can prove it?
No, no, I can tell you I'm not from Bristol because I'm not inbred. And sorry to everyone from Bristol, but that does happen down there quite a lot. And there's other things
It's
that they do.
kind of like the New Zealanders. Oh,
Yes, it
can't
is.
do that.
They like to go...
Well, while we're talking about this, if
What?
anyone happened to watch our take on the Ashes, you'll see that the Aussies won and the Poms lost.
But in the real Ashes, it was a draw.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
After I won, I gave up.
No, I think the Australians, they retained that little urn thing, which the
What I
Undertaker
found
lives in.
amazing is that we filmed a 30-second video and it took us about an hour to do it because I was annoying the living daylights out of you the whole time.
Sean got very competitive with just a little short video we did. Anyway, going back
And
to...
I would like to clarify, for those people
Yes.
who are asking, I got him out on the first ball. It wasn't 100 takes, it was first ball.
Sean shined up his balls and got me out.
I hit the middle stump.
Anyway, forget about the cricket.
Sorry, I'm all over the
Banksy
place.
is a famous street artist, and no one knows who he really is. He goes around the UK and around the world, and apparently paints murals on buildings and stuff. And some of them are political, some of them aren't. Apparently, there is a Banksy being painted in Layan Beach. Someone has said, I met some guy and he said he's painting a Banksy, which sounds a bit dodge to me. If it is, great. If it's not, it's a great bit of marketing because I'm going to go down there and check it out. Shall I go down now?
As a very serious news organisation,
Yes.
I think that you should drive all the way down there and check whether this is a Banksy or not.
You know how far Karen is, don't you? From here. It's about an
About
hour.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
should take the kids with you.
All right.
They'd love it.
I'll go and get the kids and go down there now.
All right, so Jay's going to go there, and here's Jay heading to Banksy's artwork.
Are we there yet?
No, not yet. Thank you. It's a long, long road. Someone got a bit bored with the long journey. Yeah, it's not Banksy. There you go. Banksy.
We came all that way for that tiny thing. Sahara and Jacob could draw that.
Who's Jacob?
Jacob is in that my school.
Oh, is he an artist? Is he a graffiti artist?
No, but he drew the Red Baron.
Okay, fair enough.
Realistic. It was the greatest experience.
Really? It was an hour and a half driving here. Oh well.
It was the greatest experience in my life.
Should we go home?
Yes.
Cool. Back to the studio. There you go.
Thank you, Jay, for that in-depth report.
That's all right. It's a long way to go, just for that. Anyway, that's it. That's a Banksy.
All right, so next in the Phuket Tourism News, we're here with your weather. Good. As we talked about in our last Phuket Tourism News, we have moved your as it is live weather reports to shorts, and there were some great shorts last week, Jay, of you doing it. So let's not talk about last week. Let's talk about what's going to happen in the future. We're expecting the next week to be pretty good. We are, you know, in all honesty, we had a little bit of a monsoonal kind of wind coming in there for a few days last week.
A wee bit.
Yes, but it's cleared up. Today's quite beautiful, actually. Yesterday was horrible, but today's very beautiful.
It is beautiful today. There is a little touch of a breeze, but it's a nice breeze. I quite like it.
I feel like, and looking at the weather report, the next 7 days we've got a good forecast, and the long-range weather report, which we don't trust anywhere, any of the time, looks perfect.
Good.
So that means it's going to rain all the time because the weather report's always wrong. So that's your week in weather.
That's probably the worst weather report we've ever done, you know. We didn't really give them anything. Yeah, it could be all right, it could be bad. Who knows?
It's Phuket.
That's very true. That's very true.
But like yesterday we were in pouring rain and horrible wind, and today it's
I know,
it's
it's ridiculous.
in the
I'm
sunshine.
squinting and can't see anything.
And while you're setting up the camera, I got sunburned. So what do you want to do? It's Phuket. It
Fair
changes
enough.
very fast.
Right then, what's next, Sean?
Dr. Pepper. I want some more Dr. Pepper and red frogs. Anyone can bring them to me?
No, don't get any more red frogs. There's
Appreciative.
thousands of red frogs. Anyway, come on, let's move on.
Next we go to this week's events with Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay, and this is your upcoming events here in Phuket. Hi, I'm Jay, and this is your weekly stroke, monthly stroke, maybe a bit further along events in Phuket.
Any notes?
I do have three. I have three very good events coming up. I've selected them, although one's happening
You're
right
not
now.
allowed to talk about the second one. I'm talking about that one. Just putting that out there. I'm talking about the second one.
Shall I do my two and then you do the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
one?
let's do
All
that.
right. All right, in November, from the 17th to the 19th, it is a little bit far away, but it's quite important. There is a Thailand Charter Week happening at Phuket Yacht Haven Marina.
What's that?
What, the Charter Week?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the problem is in Phuket. Now, if you don't know this, there's always been a problem with boat shows. There's been a couple of boat shows that have had a little bit of, oh, we don't like each other in the boats, and one trying to do one and one trying the other. And so then one decided, you know what, we'll call it something different. We'll call it a Charter Week, and we'll only do for chartering boats, not for selling boats, which actually is possibly a good idea. So, if you're looking to charter a boat or anything about chartering boats...
We'll be there?
I don't think I'm not sure we've been asked.
I'm not certain.
Are we going to go and do a stand for 2-3 days, really?
No, not really.
No, we could do, because we should go there, because...
If you're going to Charter Week,
Yes.
just next door at Boat Lagoon, come see us at 5 Star Marine. There you go.
Okay.
Now we don't have to go.
It's not next door, though. It's Yacht Haven.
Oh.
It's a little bit further away than next door.
Don't go next door.
Don't get next door, unless you're Russian. Anyway,
What are they doing a Charter Week down at Yacht Haven for?
because the Charter Week goes at Yacht Haven because that's the deepest marina, so most of this is for the big, deep yachts. It's not for the small boats, it's for the yachts. So that's why they do it at Yacht Haven Marina. And it
I
is a
should be
beautiful
running
marina.
Deep Week down there this year.
Mate, if you want to go deep, go to Yacht Haven, apparently. That's where you can get to
All
go
right,
deep.
let's go to the third one. Not the second one, not the second one.
No, okay. Happening right now, as we talk, and happened yesterday, is a Toyota Gansu Racing Motorsports Thailand. This is really cool, though. It's down in Sapan Hin, right? What's the matter? Can you read that?
What's the dates?
It's Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it's happening right now.
You missed it.
No, but you have missed it. But I just wanted to mention, because it does happen a couple of times a year. So I grabbed this one, and then, anyway, the Toyota guys come down, they do like drifting and racing around Sapan Hin. It's really cool.
Cool. And so the second one, which Jay is not allowed to talk about, because he'll offend too many people, is the Phuket Hotel Island Sustainability Tourism event.
Otherwise known as?
No, don't even go there. It is an event all about sustainable tourism, using non-plastic in your hotels, having sustainable practices, food waste, using less water, all of that. It's a great thing for our island. It's a leading event in all of Asia for sustainable tourism. And if you're a hotel operator, you should go, and don't listen to Jay. There was an event that came to my mind as we were talking, but because I had to talk about the Fist event,
it is called Fist,
because
that's what they call it.
The Fist event, I've forgotten about the other event.
Have you?
Yeah, but anyway, that's
What's
fine.
wrong with your finger? Oh, anyway, let me just wrap up the event so you tell me about your finger. That was your weekly stroke, monthly stroke, maybe a little bit further ahead, events and happenings in Phuket. Shaun, what's wrong with your finger? Show the camera.
This is my finger. I had an over-energetic dog decide that he would like... here's the real thing. If you want to know if you get a dog bite in Phuket, what's going to get done to you, here's what's going to get done.
But before you say what get done, just tell us what type of dog is it?
Look, Kyle put up a photo of Fluffy.
It's called Fluffy.
Fluffy decided that my finger was more important than anything.
The vicious Fluffy.
Fluffy bit me.
Scratched.
Bit me. It bled. Anyway, so yesterday I had a headache, so I went to the hospital to get my headache treated. And at the same time that they were treating me for my headache, they asked me what the scratch in my hand was, and I said a dog bit me, and then they forgot about my headache. Immediately remembered that I needed to get the rabies vaccine, a tetanus shot, and some kind of monocular thingy-majiggy injected into the bite.
It's ridiculous.
Note to you, do not get the injection into the bite. My gosh.
It's not a bite, it's a scratch.
That was more painful than the bite
it's
itself.
Not a bite. Okay, tell me this. Did you have any stitches in this bite?
No.
Okay.
So what
and
happened?
You had a rabies shot. Did you not watch our news about 2 months ago when we even said there is no rabies in
apparently
Phuket?
The Bangkok hospital didn't watch it.
Of course they didn't.
And you know what? Treated me done.
Yeah.
Still got my headache.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course
so I said, so is the doctor coming back? No, you're done.
Honestly. So
okay.
you got your rabies shot, you got your tetanus shot, you didn't get your headache sorted?
No, I got in both arms. And good to know. Please keep track of when you last had your tetanus shot, because I couldn't answer that question.
I actually don't think I can answer that question.
I thought it must have been school.
I'm supposed to get it every 6 months or so.
Really?
I don't know. I should know this as a father. You're a father, you should know what...
Schools do it, right?
Do they?
I don't know, Lucas gets shots all the time.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the teacher's just giving them shots?
No, the hospitals come on site and vaccinate them and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you be careful, mate. They're injecting microchips.
Oh, that's another conspiracy channel that Jay's got. Follow him on OnlyFans.
Anyway, there you go. So, how is your dog bite, by the way? Are you okay now? Are you going to get through it? It's a scratch by Fluffy the dog, the vicious Pomeranian.
Let's show Fluffy again, just so you can see.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway, now to the evergreen question of the week, and only a question that Jay can answer because he loves going to Sunday brunches. Well, so, Jay, what is the best brunch on the island? And just so you know, it's a thing. Here in Thailand, on Sundays, a lot of the hotels do a Sunday brunch, or you can eat and or you can drink for a few hours.
Yes, they do.
So, Jay?
It's never... First of all, what annoys me, it's never at brunch. It's always at lunch. So, to me, brunch is between breakfast and lunch. So, about 10:30, 11 o'clock is a brunch time.
I don't think you really want to be drinking champagne at 10:30 in the morning.
Trust me, I know people that do. Not me personally, but there are a lot of people on Phuket that do like drinking it.
You have a problem, mate. If you need help.
I do have a problem. I don't like champagne.
Yeah.
However, brunches are a huge
Next
thing.
week we'll talk about the Alcoholics Anonymous meetings that Jay goes to.
Hi, I'm Jay the Shark, and I like beer. I do like beer. Nothing wrong with
How's your
beer.
running going?
Oh, well, just let me get on to the
I'm
brunches.
all over the place today because I haven't seen you
Jesus
forever.
Christ.
This is like our catch up on camera.
You saw me yesterday. We
Oh, yesterday was very stressful.
It was very stressful yesterday. Anyway, I really can't see anything. The brunches are a thing here. The brunches are very cool. They range from kind of like a 999 baht per person brunch right up to 3,000 baht per person brunch.
Why
It
don't
depends
you
what
do
you're-
like the food blogger videos? It's like the most expensive buffet in all of Phuket, and then you go film it.
Are you going to pay me to go to some brunches? You know how much I hate brunches.
Yeah, I would force it to go.
Okay.
If you would like to see Jay at a brunch doing a Mark Wiens-esque video where he films all the food and he has to eat like 5 different portions of
Well, here we
food.
go. Should I do, I'll go to, we will do some research. We'll go to the cheapest brunch on the island.
Sure.
And I go to the most expensive brunch on the island.
Yeah, I don't know if you really want to go to the cheapest one. I know one of the cheapest ones and I wouldn't eat that food.
Well, not just a cheap buffet. It has to be
Actually,
a
you should do the cheapest / my visit to Bangkok Hospital afterwards and then the most expensive.
All right, but there are loads of, if you are here.
So which is the best?
It depends on what you want.
No.
Personally,
Just
okay,
throw it out there. What's the best?
I like Twin Palms brunch, personally.
Twin Palms.
Twin Palms, because it's reasonably
There's
priced.
2 Twin Palms on the island. Which one?
There's only one Twin Palms on the island.
Montezuma and Surin Beach.
Okay, I'm talking about the Surin Beach one, because
Okay.
I've not been to the Montezuma one, and that's called Montezuma, not Twin Palms.
No, it's Twin
run
Palms.
by Twin Palms.
It's Twin Palms
Oh,
Montezuma.
God, you're annoying today.
I have to know because
Anyway.
I have to pick up from these hotels. You
Okay.
don't want people to get confused.
The Twin Palms brunch at Surin Beach, I used to really like. Used to take the
When was
kids
the last
there
time you went?
quite a long time ago, to be fair.
When the dinosaurs were here.
But no, I went to one at Indigo Pearl, and Indigo Pearl doesn't even exist anymore. So that's the last time I went up. That was a really good one. They did Christmas Day brunch. That was really good.
Funny joke.
Go on.
I'll let you know.
All right.
I have a helper who cleans our house.
Of course he does. Helper.
Yes. Anyway, I was joking with her that she was there when the dinosaurs were around. So Lucas had a dinosaur project the other day,
Yeah.
and he sat down to interview her about the dinosaurs. He took me serious.
Do you want to hear my dinosaur joke?
Yeah, tell me.
Do you know what you call a gate?
Wait. Kyle, get ready to bleep. Bleep them both, Kyle.
Anyway,
bleep
that
them
was,
both.
that was my very
Don't you want my update on what I think the best brunch on the island is?
I haven't finished yet. Brunches are a thing here. A lot of the hotels
You've
do
said
it.
that 3 times.
What's your favourite brunch on the island, Sean?
I think the Pullman Nathon have an amazing brunch
Nathon.
called their Vivo Brunch.
Yep.
They do it once a month.
Yep.
And Brett, the GM there, shout out, hey Brett, you're
Hey, Brett.
awesome, we love you. He puts together the most amazing food, but also the entertainment and the theme. The whole thing is themed from the moment you walk in, and everyone, instead of like sitting with just your friends, they use long tables. And so,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It wouldn't help me. I haven't got any friends. Or
It's okay when I go. I'll
sit
book
by
out- I'll
myself
book
on
the
a
whole
long
thing.
table.
It's just us.
But no, check them out because they're a cool thing to do for a few hours. You sit there 3-4 hours, having a few
Don't
drinks.
drive there.
Yeah, no, don't drive. Just get a minibus or a taxi.
Yeah.
But some of them you can take the kids there. The pools are open. You can go on the slides and stuff.
And watch
Check 'em
out for our channel covering one of these brunches with Jay and his kids.
I don't mind doing a whole brunch thing. I'm cool with that. Right, there you go.
I'm unfortunately on Sundays I am busy. I'm unable to come. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So that's your week in
Don't wanna
Phuket
spend time with
Tourism
you anyway.
News. We had a bunch of fun here today, as well as telling the
Why are you
news.
moving that there?
I was going to put the hat on.
Oh, were you?
Just so I
Okay.
can finish it off.
Good.
If anyone has anyone that they know inside Dr. Pepper or a shirt, we look
Or
at the
Red
hat.
Fox. Anything
Look at
really, to be
cans.
fair. We'll take
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
at the moment.
Someone come the other day and said, "Oh, you're a famous YouTube star." We took that.
Yeah, and we had our picture taken before
Yeah.
they went out on tour.
It's awesome.
Which was nice.
Kyle, you can show that. That's us.
Yes.
Yep.
That was
Anyway,
good.
that's it in the week at Phuket Tourism News. Hopefully we can see you here at our pier one day. If not, watch out for our next news in 2 weeks' time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Subscribe and like. Jay forgot.
Well, that's because you usually walk off at this point.
Oh no, because we're going to film another video.
Yeah, but we're going over by the map.
Done.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.